Banter fam, happy Wednesday. Okay, we're ready to go. Yesterday we had a heart-to-heart, baby, but today we put our damn soldier hats on and we go again. So we got Bitcoin sitting at $96,000, and all we are waiting for, this is the flush out of the depression phase. We spoke about the market being in a short-term depression phase, and now we're basically looking at the flush out. So what happens is the market goes sideways, kind of gets people disinterested and kind of gets people to kind of like, start doubting crypto. And then what happens is it starts to show a little bit of life. Okay, then they kill. Right? And the big question today is, was this enough? We came straight back and tested the lows over here. Altcoins are now breaking some trends. Okay, and I want to show you today how we're going to determine, okay, is this enough? Because again, after this last shakeout, guys, you are going to get the reversal. Okay, the question though, is the shakeout a little bit lower? Or was that the shakeout yesterday that we saw? Because again, we look at the dominance. Dominance wants to come down, baby. Dominance is starting to reject. So your altcoins are starting to bounce nicely. I see Sonic. These tokens are looking good. I even see Soul's bounce. We're going to speak about, is the Soul bottom in, right? But ultimately, what you have here is the shakeout phase over here. And again, we know the reversal is coming. We know that the weekly stocks are at the bottom. We know that the total 3 stocks are at the bottom. This is telling you that a big part of your portfolio, the entries are running out, okay? Because when the stocks leave and the market starts to rise on the weekly basis again, you can't buy this part of the portfolio anymore. You can only focus on these two, okay? This is the time to make sure that this part of the portfolio is in, because this is a long-term portfolio you need to focus on. So today again, I want to speak about the reversal, give you the exact levels of where the short squeeze are at, how are we going to know if the bottom's in. I want to show you a couple of altcoins as well, and I want to make sure that your portfolio is ready for the next major move. So, no more wasting time. Let's have a great show. Happy Wednesday. Let's go.
I try and help everyone in my space, and this is what I get. I try and fight the devils, but inside I'm just like sniper. Welcome to Sheldon Show.
Banter fan, Brand's channel, hit the subscribe button. Guys, I want my bank account to look like this. It's time. You can't tell me that after 6 to how many weeks now? Many weeks. Can't even count anymore. Hey, that we want make money, baby. Let's get through this phase. Get through the week. The weekly stocks at the bottom. Let's go. Let's keep fighting it. We know markets in short-term depression phase, but we also know on high time frame it's in hope phase, right? And the hope phase is basically that question. We're hoping it's bull, right? And then again, what happens in hope phases is people lose hope because it sits there. And then basically the hope starts to die out, okay? And then when it starts to die out and then the market starts to rip off, you soon realize that, okay, game on, right? And those that were all gone come flying back in again. So these markets are going to go through these little tough stages, okay? But you got to understand that every damn time we go here again to the total 3 chart, this is the time everyone fleets the ship, okay? And again, the difference now is the market in the short time frame has been in a ranging market. It hasn't gone much lower other than the wick we saw 2 weeks ago. It hasn't gone much lower. It's just not going up and then it's coming down and chopping. So it's very clear the market's ranging, right? But once the market is done ranging, it's going to start trending again. When it starts trending, you could see that the market doesn't pull back much, right? It's just going to trend. The same thing is going to happen here. Look at this phase over here. We trended, we went sideways, very similar to what you're seeing just above, okay? But the moment that it starts trending again, it's gone. It's gone, and you see 0 pullbacks, okay? So the time of opportunity will end. It may seem like it's a long race right now. This is taking forever, okay? But when the market goes again, you're going to see how long you wait for pullbacks, right? And if you thought you had the time, you'll see that the time quickly starts to run out. So again, on the high time frame, to go through the understanding that we are in hope phase. We are hoping our alt season is coming, right? And the market is very much similar in this phase over here before it actually starts to happen. Then what happens is, now what we are seeing, the market it will never do the same thing every cycle. It will rhyme though. It will still zoom out and you see the same picture, right? But inside of there, you'll see different techniques that are playing out. Right now, you have the market ranging, right? And ranging is just going to chop the markets to bits, eat a bunch of leverage, okay, and basically lose a bunch of hope. The moment the market starts rocketing up, and the main signs that you look for is reset stocks on the weekly. Remember that if you look at the opportunities all the way since 2023, so you're basically looking at nearly 2 years, okay, there's only been 2 investment opportunities before we are right now. So this is the third one. This is the third investment opportunity you're getting in 2 years, okay? So what that means again is you look at this over here, this part of the portfolio, the bigger part of the portfolio, right? And it's also telling you that if you look at the Bitcoin dominance, okay, and you go look at this chart over here, it's also telling that the Bitcoin dominance is overbought, right? It's also showing that this at the top. So what that basically means is when we're fighting crypto every day, I want a lot of Bitcoin. That's what I want. I don't want a lot of Doge. I don't want a lot of those things. No, I want a lot of Bitcoin, right? But I use Doge and I use Cardano and I use Solana and I use these things to make more Bitcoin, right? Because ultimately you put your money in crypto, now you want to make more money. The way you do that is you shift the cycles. And what it's basically telling you is the market's getting oversold to the bottom side when it comes to the altcoin chart, the Bitcoin chart. But on the other side of things, money getting distributed into Bitcoin. You know, you got Bitcoin, you got altcoins, right? Money will move between the two. Money's been going from Bitcoin to altcoins for a long period of time now, okay? Not only a long period of time on the weekly chart, it's been a couple of weeks of this dominance going up, and that's why the altcoins have struggled. But if you go to the high time frame here, look at that on the monthly, right? And I also want to show you the bearish divergences we are seeing here. Look how the RSI is coming down, and look how this chart is still going up. It's a sign, right? It's a sign that this is weakening and this will reverse. But nonetheless, this has to come all the way down as well, which is many, many, many months. This is not oversold, okay? And what that basically means for me now is it is time to take on risk, okay, but not get wiped out, which means taking on a shit ton of leverage risk right now, it's tough. You need to wait for the market to trend again, right? So this little side of the portfolio over here, this comes to life, okay, when the market is trending. Where did I put it? Where did I put my little pie chart here now? Okay, but that pie chart of showing 10% of your money should get going when the market starts ranging again. Now it's the part time to focus on the higher part of the portfolio. And again, I'm buying a lot of altcoins. I'm buying still some gaming. I'm basically distributing because when the market starts to rise again, your altcoins are going to kick Bitcoin's butt, right? And then when it comes down again, Bitcoin's going to kick the alt's butt. So I see an opportunity again of altcoins are going to outperform Bitcoin at a high pace, and the weekly stocks are the one telling that. So again, I'm saying between this week, between next week, we are getting to the reversal point where the bottom is going to be put in on altcoins and they're going to rise. And the next thing to understand as well, that's very important to understand over here with altcoins, is we are making a higher low. Okay, if altcoins go up from here, they are bullish as shit, and don't get it wrong. Okay, because if you look at this over here, that was the last lows we made. Okay, before that, that was the last lows. And if you see what a higher low means for the result, it's a higher high, baby. And again, what happens on the emotional chart cycle over here is the moment that altcoins break through this all-time high over here, it will no longer be a debate if alt season is happening anymore. And everyone will accept it, and everyone will basically move in that direction, which means that if this is the low that we are seeing coming into play here now, what does the high look like? And we know what emotions come in over here, and we know how the market starts going parabolic over here. So there's not much time left. So again, focus on the 60, 70% part of your portfolio. Don't have any more money, switch around, make sure your tokens are in the right quality. Again, a couple of months ago, quality was expensive. The non-quality and the hype tokens were cheap. So everyone went to memes and everyone went to AI agents and they went to these things. And I still think you should be dipping your toes into a couple of these with the right amount of money. Okay, but ultimately buying quality tokens for cheap now is always the number one thing that you just don't always get the opportunity to do so. Okay, so the quality is cheap again, and that's what you must pay attention to over there. So again, we're running out of time over there, and get ready, soon the bull will return. Short time frame basis, this is the shakeout, right? What we are basically having is the depression phase, and they have the final shakeout. What that does is it just completely gets anyone that had a slight bit of hope left, it basically raises them. Right? And you see that at a drastic rate, people start exiting crypto. And that's what this was over here for me. Now, again, we've got to pay attention to two plays for the day. Until Bitcoin is above the $100,000 mark, we are not safe. Okay. We still have a late 80,000. Okay. And we still have that 88,000. We still have the lower low to come in if that does not happen. However, you cannot doubt and understand that this market is starting to break some short-term trends again. And you got to make up your mind into long-term portfolios and your spot trades as well. That other 20% as well, that's why I deployed and why I'm in all these positions, why I'm in 14 tokens right now, and I'm busy building 2x leverage positions. This is the 20% part of the capital that I'm busy in at this point, and I have stop losses in them. My long-term, I don't have stop losses on. They are sitting in wallets, okay? So again, I am buying what I need to over here. I'm keeping a little bit of that 10% money for cheaper, okay, if we do get cheap at that point, but I'm basically fully deployed within crypto at this point. However, we do need to pay attention that this breakout is cool, but we need to really get through the 100K. Once we get through the 100K in this big trend here, the bottom will be in, okay, of this temporary move, and the market's going to really start moving quick to the upside. You can see it on total 3 as well. Total 3 still has a bunch of resistance above it. That's why until we're above 100K, okay, we got to understand that there's still downside. And what that downside looks like is we have support. You can see yet again, we bounced at that $93,000 yesterday. There's support here, and there is support in the areas of 88,000 to 86,000 as well. Those are the two downwards targets, okay, which means trading right now is probably not the best, okay, unless you're putting tight stop losses, but focusing on the high time portfolio is very, very, very important. Couple of alts to pay attention to. Gave you guys Sonic. Sonic is starting to rub through. So one of the stronger altcoins. It's time. They've made the conversion now. Phantom's now Sonic. Starting to show some good strength over here. Solana, I'm keeping my limit orders at 152. Until Bitcoin is above 100K, there's still another leg down. And I got to think about that and be prepared for that. So Solana, I'm still waiting for 152. And the only thing that'll change my mind if it starts breaking these trends later on, but it's telling me that there's still time. So don't rush. Okay. ETH is looking strong. Keep an eye on ETH. There is a very big ETH catch-up trade incoming. You can see this over here. Keep an eye out on the trend, because the moment it starts breaking through, there is a scenario where ETH starts ripping to that 3.5 very quickly. And that will be Bitcoin gets through that 100K. So ETH, I think, accumulating right now and building positions here. You can save a little bit for a little bit cheaper. I'm happy with the price right now. I'm happy with the 2.7 ETH. I got some stop losses at 2.4 and I got some at 2.2 as well over here. But ETH, I'm rocking very strong at this point. There is Cardano. Everything's sitting kind of similar to where it was yesterday over here. So the only thing you're doing right now is you're controlling the amount of leverage you're putting within the markets, but you're paying attention to the high time frame entries that you're getting on these altcoins over here. Again, my best bets are the ETHs, the Cardanos, the AVAXs, the Chainlinks, the Injectives, the Algorands, the GRTs. These are all, in my opinion, really good investment entries on a lot of these tokens over here. And here is a trade. I'm going to say trade, right? Rune. I know. Get over it. Okay, let's go. So if you go here to Rune, look at this trend line, guys. Just keep an eye out. It's a trade. Get in, make a decent amount of money, and get out. Okay, but look, keep an eye out on this. Look at this. This could be a nice pop. Okay, and anyway from here, pop to the 1.6, pop to the $2. It's a big trade. Okay, just a little nice little heartbeat over there. Again, I think THORChain will recover. That's a good trade. Pop a stop below. That's a good one. So guys, lots of love. Remember, if you do want to take trades, I do have WEEX. Use my link below. And once you have signed up, go to the reward section and go claim your reward, right? So again, I want you guys to make sure that free money, right? So here is a good special for you guys. If you just open up with my link below in the description, you see it's right at the top. You go below, you click on that link, take you to the page. You just put in your email, you open up an account, you get $100. Go to your reward section and claim it. You want $20 for KYC. Remember, you don't have to KYC on this exchange. $20. If you transfer, okay, oh wait, before that, if you deposit $200, you get $100. Just by these two steps, you already got $200. And then if you transfer at least $200 to your futures account, okay, you have 1 day to claim $100. Amazing, $300. Okay, so link below in the description. If you want a WEEX account, I love it. I trade it. It's great over there. There is a great exchange for you guys over there as well. And I have another exchange for you guys as well, which I'm starting to trade on, is BTCC. Okay, now what I like about their bonus process over here is all deposits over $500. Okay, you get a 10% bonus. And the max you can get is 100,000. So that means if you 10,000. So that means if you deposit $100,000, you get $10,000 in trading bonus. Okay, insane. Okay, and if you deposit $500, you get 50, and if you do $1,000, you get 100. Okay, so here is a great special over here, and anyone for that's below $200, you get a 50% bonus. So if you put $200 in, you get $100. Okay, so all of this over here, BTCC exchange. I'm going to be trading a lot with this account over here as well. Here's another one to make some good cash. Okay, guys, lots of love. Here's the two plays. Let's be patient. I will do lots of live shows. Right now, I'm building Sniper School 2.0. I'm busy building Club, building a lot of Club at this moment. Okay, at this point, so I'm dropping you guys quick recorded shows, just keeping in loop with the market, being here every day with you guys, being committed, and we'll do a lot of live shows when the markets are ready to go. I'm preserving energy and I'm getting ready for the pop. Lots of love to you all, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.